Hello and welcome. This is going to be a quick little chat about Geiger, issue 4. Image Comics, Jeff Johns, Gary Frank doing the art. I think Brad Anderson's doing the coloring. Book looks great. Like, whatever else I might say about this book, it looks pretty good. The book looks good. One thing about Jeff Johns is he's one of those people who's like, oh man, we must tell the story in a non-linear fashion, so we'll do flashbacks and stuff, and that's how we open up. We see Tariq and the doctor that saves him. Right there, we learn a little bit of stuff about them. But the first fun thing in here, let me find it, is they stop off at like a little rest area, right? And the kids are like, "What's your dog's name?" And he's like, "Barney." And they're like, "You named a two-headed wolf?" Barney's like, "He's not a dog. He's a wolf, and he's called Barney. He looks like a Barney. He was small when I found him, and cute." I like that, man. That's like some good personal, like you learn about him kind of stuff. Speaking of learning about people, we visit the king here and we learn like more about what he's up to, what his plans are, all that kind of stuff. We learn like his dad was a senator. We meet his mom. Like we are definitely getting in touch with this guy and his life. And the more I learn about him, the less I wish I knew about him. So they're definitely doing a great job of making him a quite unlikable character. And, not just the physical stuff where he got burned by Tariq, our title character, but everything about him. He's not just spoiled and entitled. He's not just cruel. Like, he's like the complete package. Like, if I were going to draw like a comparison, I'd be like, yeah, he's like that guy from Game of Thrones who everybody was really happy when he died. And I'll just kind of leave it to your imagination which character I mean, although you probably know exactly which character I mean. Because, there's only one guy who was the king that everybody was happy when he died. Except maybe his mom. His mom wasn't so happy. But literally everybody else in and out of the universe pretty happy when he kicked the bucket. But yeah, we meet his mom, who he calls the Beast. And that whole sequence is kind of grody. I ain't showing any of it. But this kid is obsessed with getting like the launch codes for the nuclear football, and that's what those little kids, boop, right there. I booped your nose. That's what those little kids have. Is they have that launch stuff and da 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 da. It's pretty cool. Like this is actually turned into like kind of a fun little, I don't know, a fun little chase sequence kind of book. Like I dig it. I'm definitely digging it. It's a fun little road trip adventure of death with radioactivity. Later in the book, we meet people who they get by harvesting organs and stuff from other people and grafting them in, kind of like the plastic surgeons in Escape from L.A. That one sequence that we're in for like 5 minutes where Snake Plissken gets kidnapped and okay, I'll stop. But like we meet like those guys, and they just drive around, they harvest organs, and what they can't graft into their bodies, well, it just turns into dinner. Hence why one of these dudes, yeah, probably this one, like the first time we see him, he's like looking through binoculars at him. He's like, yum, yum, yum. And it's like, okay. This sequence here, we're at the midpoint of the book, leads to like a great action sequence. It was a ton of fun to watch. It actually would make like a really good action sequence in a movie. So part of me is wondering, like, are we going to get like a Netflix adaptation out of this? It's entirely possible with the way Netflix is buying stuff. But very satisfying. And meanwhile, back in the Camelot, man, there's like some political maneuvering as other people are trying to angle to get stuff that they want and da 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 da. Lots of scheming, lots of manipulating. I'm really hoping Jeff Johns sticks the landing on this series because, let's be honest, Jeff Johns kind of misses the landing a lot of times, and he takes what was really promising and a lot of fun, and it goes somewhere that just kind of leaves you going, why did we do that? Now, I'm not like pointing my finger at Doomsday Clock, and I can say that because Doomsday Clock is not in this direction, it's actually the other way. It's behind me in my closet. But come on, that was a great story that kind of went off the rails and got ruined towards the end. It did not live up to the hype or the promise. I don't think it lived up to anybody's hopes or dreams about like what was going on there. So I'm hoping this is gonna go better. Man, this kid, that's expressive. Like there's like worry right here, and then all of a sudden like what? Although that looks like she's screaming way more than just what. That looks like she's just straight up screaming. You know, these characters are really expressive looking. I like it. The Gary Frank art, definitely a highlight of the book. Although the writing has been pretty entertaining so far, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed Geiger. Uh, you know, I worry every time I pick one of these up that it's going to let me down, and I don't think it's really let me down. Like issue 2 kind of gave me a little curveball, but I rolled with it, and I liked 3 and I liked 4. I kind of like where we're going here. It's fun. When I got done reading this, I went, man, because I didn't want it to end right there. I wanted to read the next part right away. And when it comes to a medium where you read the material, I think that feeling of man kind of says everything. Like when you get to that point, you want more right away. They did a good job. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. Sure hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye bye.